Good evening, football fans, and welcome to the reservation. That's right. We're on the campus of Central Local's Fairview High School on what is homecoming night for the Apaches, getting ready for week number 9 of high school football action here on Hicksville Community Television. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with HIX-TV. With me tonight, Chris Warner, who's running the camera and overseeing the OBS software. And we're going to be bringing you on the tape delay basis the game tonight between the homestanding Fairview Apaches and the visiting Hicksville Aces. Both teams coming into the game here tonight with 1-9 records overall. The only difference is that Fairview is 1-6 in the GMC. Or 1-5 in the GMC, excuse me. While the Aces are 0-5, or 1-4, 0-5.
So the Fairview Apaches are 1-7 overall, 1-4 in the conference, and I'll get you the Aces here in a moment.
So anyway, the Apaches have one conference win. The Aces have none. The Aces' only victory coming in week number 2, a non-conference game against Swanton.
Yep, and that's correct, Bill. The Aces
so 0-5
are
1-7 and 1-4. Yeah, okay.
So both teams are 1-7 overall.
So probably not the marquee game of the weekend in the Green Meadows Conference. I'm sure that title is being enjoyed by either the matchup with Ayersville or Tenora, but nonetheless, we are going to be here. The Apaches coming off a big win for them over Edgerton, wanting to keep the momentum going and chalk up one on their homecoming night. And, of course, the Aces would dearly love to get their second win and pick up one in the GMC before the season runs out next week on Friday. Hard to believe, but this is week number 9 of the regular season, and the regular season wraps up next week for the Aces on the road again over at Tenora. Hey, we want to say a big thank you to all of our underwriters, our diamond level underwriters, making our coverage possible here tonight from the reservation at Fairview. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And, of course, ARC Solutions Incorporated, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and also online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks to all of them for making it possible for us to be here on the road and bringing you the coverage of tonight's action here on Hicksville Community Television. Again, we were not granted permission to live stream this game, so we're going to cover the game just like we were live streaming, and we are recording it. So as soon as we wrap up, we will be uploading it to the HIX-TV YouTube channel. So you're probably going to be watching this sometime on Saturday or later. But again, we're just going to act like we're here live, and we're doing it live. So glad to have you with us, and looking forward to a good football game here tonight at the reservation. We want to say a big thank you, too, to the Fairview Athletic Department for allowing us to be here and giving us some terrific space up here in the press box. feeding us, too. We had pretty good pizza and some chicken wings from a nationally recognized chain, but they don't pay us any underwriting money, so I'm not going to say what their name is. And preferred parking, too. So we can't complain about any of it. They always treat us really well here at Fairview. We love coming over here. It's always a great time. And you can see they've got they pulled out all the stops for their homecoming weekend. I mean, the cheerleading squad down in front of us is not only the regular cheerleaders, but they got the little kids out there having some fun in front of the crowd. Aces come out onto the field, and as you can see across the way, got the Aces Pride Marching Band here tonight. They're planning on being part of the halftime entertainment along with the Fairview Marching Band. And we're keeping an eye on the weather. Right now, kind of cloudy, overcast, a little breezy and cool, but we're hoping we're going to be able to get this game in before we have any tremendous wind or rain or anything along those lines. We're hoping the inclement weather will hold off till sometime after 9 o'clock or whatever so we can get this football game in. Aces are going to get the ball to start the game. They've dropped back in their receiving formation. And for Drayden Grinnell Dennis, the kicker, and it's a kind of a short one. Aces will get the ball. And we'll get ready to go on offense. The Aces will have the ball. First and 10 at right around their 35. We'll see if they're going to put it right on the 35-yard line. That's where the official is standing right now. And he almost put it down that time, but then he had to stop. And they'll set the down markers on the far side of the field. There we go. Nose of the football right on the 35-yard line. First and 10 for the Aces. Aces will break huddle. Man in motion. Quick snap. Langham rolling out, puts the ball in the air, caught on the far side. About a 3 or 4 yard gain up to about the 39-yard line. It looks like maybe the 38 they'll say is where his knee went down. Not able to see who made the reception. We've got window. We only have one open window, and there's a lot of glare on the window I'm standing behind, so limiting my visibility just a little bit. Try to stand over here behind Christopher. See what's a little better view of what's going on. And that'll be 5 easy yards for the Aces. The hard count gets the Apaches to jump. That'll be not enough for a first down, but it'll buy him an extra 5. It'll move the ball out to the 43-yard line, and it'll now be second and about 2. Snap, hang off. Again, Brant Langham not able to turn the corner, and he's going to lose back to about the 39-yard line. So Langham, with that attempt at a quarterback keeper, is going to basically lose the free yardage they got on the last play. Put the ball at the 39-yard line, and it'll now be third and about 7. Dropping back, ball in the air, and that'll be over the head of the intended receiver, Austin Sanders, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Aces most likely going to get ready to punt the football away here at Fairview. So they'll drop back to punt the ball away. It's a low punt. It'll hit and roll, and the Aces are going to down it at about the 30-yard line for the Apaches, and that's where Fairview will set up shop for the first time tonight on offense. And I believe it's number 10, senior Brevin Williams, doing the quarterbacking for the Apaches. But perhaps not, because I see Brevin, and he is out on the far side as a receiver. So it looks like it might be Zedike, number 2, that will be taking this snap. Zedike, just a sophomore. Quick handoff, and they'll turn the corner and get it out to about the 35-yard line. They're going to give him 4 on the carry, make it 2nd down and 6. Zedike rolling out, looking to throw, puts the ball in the air. That's caught by Williams. And Williams will get him first down yardage out to about the 42, 43-yard line. Brevin Williams. There's also a Brody Williams wearing number 9. He's just a freshman. And I think that those are the only 2 Williams on the roster. So right now, when I say Williams, I am referring to Brevin Williams. So I don't see Brody out there on the field right now. Another quick pass. That's caught over on the far side, and they're going to say that it was either incomplete or his knee touched. Back at about the 39-yard line. I think it was a catch, and when he bent down to catch it, and his knee touched the ground, so it was downed at that point. So that's a loss of about 4 for the Apaches. Zedike hands off, far side, battling back close to the original line of scrimmage. This one's going to air it out. He's got a man open. It's caught. It's going to be a foot race. They trip him up right around the 5-yard line. Is that Schooley, number 14, that made the grab there? Number 15, Gavin Mead. Okay. So 1st and goal for the Apaches. That's going to be Zedike trying to hang on to it himself, and he's going to lose a few. That'll bring up 2nd and goal. Zedike just nowhere to go. Zedike will step out of the game. Over the sideline there. And we'll see what the and that's going to be another tackle for loss. So nothing doing there. And that was Olinger, Logan Olinger, taking the snap that time, and that'll be another loss. So that brings up 3rd and goal as the Aces have backed him up outside the 10-yard line now. Zedike's going to throw it over the middle. And again, that one will be incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down. And we'll see what the Apaches are going to pull out of their hat here. Zedike flips it over to reverse. It'll be a pass. And wide open into the end zone. Touchdown. The ball caught by Brevin Williams. So the Apaches strike first, and they take the early lead here in the first quarter on homecoming night, 6-0. Conversion attempt pending. And then they lined up initially like they were thinking about kicking it, and now there's all kinds of confusion. And a whole bunch of players coming on and off the field for Fairview. So the Aces will commit the penalty, offsides, and that'll move the ball a little bit closer for Fairview. And now it looks like they're for sure going for 2. And they'll run it right in. 2-point conversion is a success. Apaches will go up 8-0 with 6:41 to go here in our opening quarter. As Fairview will come off the field, and the Aces will get ready to get the ball back and see if they can get something going offensively. Try to draw back even in this game. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, your crew from Hicksville Community Television. Glad to have you here with us tonight, and hope you are enjoying our coverage here on HIX-TV. Just about ready to wrap things up for the fall sports season. We had the last home match for the Lady Aces volleyballers on Thursday against the Tenora Rams. And they'll get ready to go into their sectional tournament next week. And next week will be the last week of the regular season for football. The Aces scheduled to be at Tenora for week number 10. Hicksville breaks huddle, and they'll come out onto the field. Again, their kicker is Drayden Grinnell Dennis, number 24. Dennis, ball up, caught across the 30, working his way to the 35 and a little past that. Camden Walter for the Aces. Walter with a pretty decent return will get him out past the 35-yard line. Field announcer here said Braden Dix. I'm pretty sure that was number 22. Langham rolling out, turning the corner, plowing forward, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. So they'll say no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Aces. Again, Langham evidently filling in at least for the early part of the game for Garrett Turnbull tonight. Quick handoff, not much there. Green with the carry, and he might have even lost about a half a yard. They're going to say he did lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Aces. So far, they just have not been able to get anything going offensively at Fairview so far this evening. Hard count. Here's the snap. Rolling out, looking to pass. Langham, ball in the air. It's going to be intercepted. If he was inbounds, that's going to be a turnover at the 45-yard line. And they're going to say he was actually out of bounds, which can allow the Aces fans to breathe a sigh of relief, but it's still going to bring out 4th down for Hicksville. So the Aces with another 4th down play, staring them in the face. High snap, under control. It's another short roller, scooped up at about the 40-yard line, across midfield. Number 32 for the Apaches. That's Gavin Garza. Garza gets it into Aces territory. Aces finally are able to corral him and bring him down at their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Fairview.
4:48 left in the first quarter.
Well, thank you. I have to lean way over to see the scoreboard from where we are located. And another positive yard carry. That'll be Zedike carrying it out to about the 36-yard line. Bring up 2nd and about 3 for the Apaches. Zedike's going to hang on to it again. And he's going to get the 1st down inside the 30 to about the 27. So Zedike on a couple quarterback keepers will get the Apaches a fresh set of downs.
And Bill, I know the Aces were moving around some numbers.
Yep, we're trying to track down. We have a mystery number here. Meanwhile, the .335 to go and a timeout on the field.
Timeout by Hicksville.
Yep. Now they were looking for a number 24, and we don't have him on any of our Hicksville rosters either, so.
The roster I found on the Green Meadows website does not have number 24 either.
Got a 34 and a 44, but not a 24.
I can't get a good enough look to tell who it is, Bill.
So out of the timeout, the Apaches, Zedike dropping back, puts the ball in the air, off the hand, and incomplete. That was number 3, Logan Olinger, trying to grab it. That'll drop to the turf and bring up third down. One more crack at it for the Apaches here. They'll look to the sideline to get the call. Zedike with the football. He's going to hang on to it himself. Zedike cutting through. Zedike first down yard. He's still on his feet. They'll spin him around and drag him down inside the 10-yard line. So William Zedike gets another first down for the Apaches. They say Langham was the one that came up and stopped him, and that's going to put the football just inside the 10-yard line, first and goal, Fairview. And again, a keeper by Zedike. Zedike letting some of his offensive linemen clear the way for him. He'll get it inside the 5, down to about the 4. So second and goal. And nothing doing that time. They'll stand him up and throw him back, so he'll lose about a yard. That's going to bring up third and goal from about the 5-yard line for Fairview. Apaches break huddle. Zedike, ball in the air, and he overthrows his receiver. That'll bring up fourth down. So the incomplete pass brings up fourth and goal from the 5-yard line for Fairview. I'm pretty sure they're going to take another crack at it here. Looks to be the case. Zedike again dropping back. A little over the end. It's caught. And that'll be another touchdown for the Apaches. They pull it off on fourth down to go up 14-0. The conversion attempt pending.
With 1:51 left in the first quarter.
So just under 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1. And Fairview going to see if they can go up by either 15 or perhaps 16 points here. Handoff, and they'll try to lateral it back, and it'll be they're going to count it? Okay. It was a lateral. It hit the ground, but because it was a backward lateral pass, that's considered just a loose football, so Fairview scoops it up and throws it into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is a success, and that'll make it 16-0 Apaches with under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. The Aces find themselves in a hole early here at the reservation tonight, and they'll get ready to get the football back and take their third crack on offense against the Apaches here tonight.
Bill, the referees are having a consultation. They sent, looks like they're going to be discussing something.
Yeah, we could say that was kind of an odd play.
But they did send referees on both sides of the field.
So we'll see what the conference comes up with. Like I said, it was an odd play. The ball was snapped to Zedike. He handed it off. That player threw a backwards pass, which hit the ground and then was scooped up and then thrown into the end zone, and they indicated a successful 2-point conversion. So it looks like it's going to stand. Yes, I don't see any change on the scoreboard. So as I said, the lateral, a backward pass, is considered just a live ball. So Fairview going to get ready to tee it up and kick it off to the Aces once again. There's the kick. That one picked up by Dix, and he'll hand it off. Nope, he's going to keep it. It was a fake. And he's still on his feet on the far sideline. He's going to get across midfield. Braden Dix with a good return. So maybe that'll give the Aces a little shot in the arm here as Dix gets it into Apache territory, where it'll be 1st and 10 Aces at the Fairview 48-yard line. Man in motion. Langham with the snap. He's going to hang on to himself. Langham dives forward near the 45. They're going to say his knee touched at the 46. And a flag on the play, and it's indicated to be against the Aces. And it's going to be a hold, and that'll back him up 10. So after the penalty, the ball moves back to the 42-yard line. So the Aces now with a 1st and about 20. Snap, Langham puts the ball in the air. Caught. I think it was Stuckey on the far side, number 18. And he'll take it down to about the 46-yard line. Make it 2nd and about 8 for the Aces. Hicksville huddle things up here and come up to the football. Here we go. And that'll be a flag, and we'll see whether it's going to be a false start or if it's going to be encroachment. Again, the Aces use the hard count. And sometimes one of the downsides of using the hard count is sometimes you can get your own guys to flinch. But that's going to be against Fairview this time. So that'll tack on 5 easy yards for the Aces. That'll move the ball down to the Fairview 41-yard line. And that'll make it 2nd and 3 now for Hicksville. And a consultation with the Fairview coach. one of the officials demonstrating the hard count. And here we go. Doug Rakes, the head coach for the Apaches. And the ball loose on the ground, scooped up, and I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Green, I think, salvaged that one. He might have lost a yard. Ball was at the 41. Looks like they're going to put it at the 42. So loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 3rd and about 4 for the Aces.
And Bill, that will bring
and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
Yes, it will be.
So we've played one, and at the end of one, it's the homestanding Fairview Apaches on their homecoming night, leading the Aces 16-0 here at the reservation. We'll take some time now to say a big thank you to one of our diamond level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible tonight, and that's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you're looking for something that is brand new or pre-owned, be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Just remember, it's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. Speaking of service, don't forget the service departments at the Jim Schmidt dealerships. With the colder weather coming, great time to get your car in to make sure that everything is all set and ready for the cold winter driving months ahead. Want to thank them so much for their continued diamond level support of all of our Aces sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. All right, it's a 3rd and about 4 for the Aces as we get ready to get quarter number 2 underway. And Turnbull coming out, but he's setting up as a receiver. Langham. Green moves up beside him. Langham drops back. Ball thrown. Stuckey, the intended receiver. He makes the grab and moves the chains. So Stuckey gets the catch, and the Aces get a fresh set of downs. They advance the ball to the Fairview 35-yard line. Aces working out of the shotgun again. Green. This time ball in the air. And incomplete. Intended receiver was number 7, Austin Sanders. Sanders couldn't hang on to the ball. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Aces. And again, almost gets them to go, and they're going to say they did. Encroachment with the hard count. That'll be another 5 yards for the Aces. Langham gets a snap. Brandt's going to hang on to it himself. Langham looking to turn the corner. He does, but he doesn't get much. That'll bring up 3rd down. Looks like Langham might have got a yard up to about the 30-yard line. So about a 3rd and 5 coming up for the Aces. As Hicksville needs to get the ball to about the 25-yard line to move the chains. Another keeper. That's going to be close. Down to the 25-yard line. And they're going to say enough for a first down, move the chains. So the Aces get down to the 25-yard line, starting to get ready to break it into the red zone here, 5 yards out. Ball's up in the air, overthrown. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 coming up. Sanders not able to jump quite high enough to catch that one. So here we go with 2nd and 10. Man in motion. And that'll be a handoff and then a fumble. Dix got the ball, dropped it, and he was popped a good one at the 30-yard line. So that'll be a loss on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down now at about 15.
There's also a flag on the play.
Yeah, you're right. So we'll wait and see how it all... It's declined, so they'll take the tackle for loss instead. It was an illegal shift on the Aces. But the Apaches, they'd already dropped him for a 5-yard loss, so it didn't really matter. So they'll take the tackle for loss and make it 3rd down instead of having another crack with 2nd down. So 3rd and about 14 for Hicksville. Ball in the air. And it's an incomplete pass. Stuckey, again, gets the ball, and sometimes the worst place you can hit a receiver is right in their hands. The ball hits the turf. A little bit of a wrestling match between Stuckey and one of the Apache defenders. But in the end, it's an incomplete pass, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Aces, with, again, the ball at the 29-yard line of the Apaches. And the Aces going to call this 4-down territory. They're going for it. And a whistle and a timeout from the Apaches. So Fairview burns their first timeout of the first half here. They want to talk about it. And I'll have Christopher check how much time is left in the second quarter here.
There is 9:34 left in the second quarter.
There we go. As we head towards halftime, of course, the weather is holding, so at halftime we're expecting entertainment from both the Aces Pride marching bands and the Fairview Marching Band of Pride. And, of course, we'll have the entire second half for you as well here on Hicksville Community Television. Bill and Chris, glad to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. A rough night, at least so far, for the Aces, but a lot of football yet to be played here, only in the second quarter, and Still just under 10 minutes to go. Aces right now in a bit of a conundrum. They've got a 4th and long. Ball at the Fairview 29-yard line, and they're going to go for it here. Langham serving as quarterback here tonight. Brandt with the ball, rolling back, puts it in the air, and threw for the stick, but incomplete. So the Aces will turn it over on downs, and the Apaches will get the football back at their own 29-yard line. Quick carry out to about the 36. And dropping back, ball in the air. And that's going to be caught, but was he in bounds? No. Zedike threw a nice pass. It was caught by Gavin Mead, number 15, but Mead was out of bounds when he made the grab. So that'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Apaches. We'll check that, make it 3rd and 3. Zedike, quick handoff. Powering forward, that'll be good for a 1st down. Inside, or just out past the 40 to the 41-yard line.
With another Fairview 1st down.
Another handoff, and they'll keep pounding it away on the ground. Out to the 46-yard line. It's going to be a quarterback keeper for Zedike. And he'll get inside the Aces' 45-yard line down to near the 44. That'll be good enough for another 1st down.
Brought down by Brody Walter, but after he gains enough yards to move Fairview 1st down.
So another 1st down for the Apaches. They get the ball into Aces territory. Dropping back to throw, ball in the air and off the hands and incomplete of Garza, number 32. Garza couldn't haul that one in. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Fairview. And again, Zedike he loses one tackle, and Zedike manages to scoot ahead for a few more yards inside the 35-yard line. About the 34. Phineas Phillips finally got him down for the Aces. And they're looking to see all right, based on where they had the, well, we'll see. It's going to be fairly close. I thought they'd be a little short, but will bring out the chain gang. It's kind of hard for us to see because the ball is actually placed pretty close to the sideline, and we've got a lot of people standing between us and the football.
Also during this break in the action, for those of you who were in
And they are going to be about a half a football length short.
enrollment here at Fairview. And despite news reporting the contrary, the border is open. In an effort to encourage diversity within our school system and in recognition of the exceptionally high academic
And they're going to check it again.
preferential treatment will be given to kids with exceptional athletic ability.
So it will be third down. And again, they're about half a foot shy of moving the chains. So we'll come back out onto the field after the official timeout for the measurement. Third and short for the Apaches. Oh, here we go. Third and inches for Fairview. Man in motion for the Apaches. Zedike, quick handoff right up the middle, and that'll move the chains.
Great Fairview ball carrier. David Taylor. And the stop for Hicksville. That'll be another Fairview first down.
So the Apaches will move the chains. Snap to Zedike. Zedike drops back to throw. Looking downfield, nothing there. He's going to tuck it under and take off, get what he can. He'll move it down to about the 30-yard line. The Aces will take him down there. Pickup of about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Apaches.
William Zedike tackled by David Taylor.
Zedike, ball in the air, caught. That's Ollinger. On Ollinger, spin move, and he'll get it inside the 20. Down to the 19-yard line.
Brent Langham on the stop for the Aces. I'll be back for another Fairview first down.
So Ollinger gets him back into the red zone. Zedike dropping back for Fairview, looking downfield, and again, nothing there, so he's going to take off. Gets into about to the 15-yard line before he steps out of bounds. They're going to say actually at the 16. So a pickup of about 3 for Zedike. Well, they're going to put it right at the 15 now, so call it a 4-yard gain for William Zedike. Handoff, that's to number 32, Garza. Garza still on his feet, pounding it down to about the 10-yard line. So Garza takes it inside the 10. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Apaches. Direct snap to Garza. He powers it straight up the pipe and into the end zone. Touchdown, Fairview. That time they just snapped the ball to number 3 and Logan Ollinger, rather. I think I said Garza. I apologize. Logan Ollinger into the end zone. Make it 22-0. conversion point pending for the Apaches.
With 5:10 left in the half.
See if the Fairview squad can go up by 23 or perhaps even 24 points here. Seedike rolling out. Ball in the air. And dropped. So the 2-point conversion fails. The score remains 22-0. As the Aces will get ready to get the football back here at the reservation, home of the Apaches, just north of Sherwood, Ohio. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, your crew here from Hicksville Community Television, and glad to have you with us tonight. Starting to feel a little bit more like football weather this evening. A little nip in the air. And again, there was a threat, I guess, of some possible inclement weather earlier. But so far, nothing like that has materialized. A little bit breezy, perhaps. But aside from that, as long as you got your jacket, you should be all right. And again, we want to say a thank you to the Central Local Athletic Department for allowing us to be here tonight, setting us up with a nice vantage point. Pretty nice little hospitality room here in the press box as well. Pizza and wings.
I got to say, Bill, too, this is probably one of the only hospitality rooms I've seen that actually has couches and chairs.
Yeah, there you go. But you're not allowed to go down there because I don't want to have to go down and wake you up.
Yeah, depending on how comfortable that couch is, you might have to.
Halftime, I'll go over to announce for the band, and I'll come back here, and there'll be no sign of Warner.
No one be here.
And it'll be like some kids snoring away on the full-size couch down at the lounge. And number 24, Drayden Grinnell Dennis, the kicker, puts his foot to it. And that'll be a short kick, and the Aces have to scramble. They're not able to pick the ball up cleanly, so they have to fall on it back at about the 30, 31-yard line. So no return on the kick after the score. And the Aces come back out onto the field and back on offense, down 3 scores, 22-0. And it's got to be in the back of their mind, too, if the Apaches are able to punch another one in before halftime, they could conceivably be down by 30 points for the second half, which would institute the running clock, which is never a good thing if you're on the short end of the scoreboard, that is. So Aces back out on offense. Brant Langham. Ball in the air, caught by Stuckey. Stuckey evades one and gets out close to the 40-yard line. Looks like about the 38, 39 is what they're going to mark him down. Stuckey will advance the ball to the 38-yard line, where it'll be second and about 3 for the Aces. Hard count, and then the snap. Again, pump fake. Langham grabs the football, turns the corner, first down yardage, and Brant Langham out to about the 44-yard line. That should get the Aces a fresh set of downs. So the Aces have been able to move the football. They've got their fair share of first downs. They've benefited from some penalties called against the Apaches here so far tonight. They just have not really been able to put together a sustained offensive drive to punch one into the end zone. Ball up in the air, and that went off the hands of intended receiver Braden Dix, it looks like, and incomplete. Oh, Turnbull was over there, okay. It's on the far side of the field. I couldn't tell if that was a number 2 or a number 3. Aces back up onto the line. And again, Langham turns the corner. Langham diving forward. He'll pick up a couple out to about the 48-yard line. Bring up third down. And about 6-7 for the Aces. Hicksville needs to get the ball to the Apaches' 46-yard line.
And Bill, 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the half and counting.
3rd and 6 here for the Aces. Langham scrambling, ball in the air, and off the hands and incomplete for Owen Stuckey. Oh, Owen couldn't believe he didn't haul that one in. That's going to bring up 4th down for Hicksville. Down by 22, a 4th and 6. Football still on the Aces side of the field. So you'd expect that they're going to punt this one away and then try to put a stop on the Apaches defensively, but we'll see what the actual call is from the sideline here. And they do not look like they're going into punt formation. So the Aces are going to try to get something going here and get something on the scoreboard before the intermission. Langham rolling out, ball in the air again, and that's almost picked off. Turnbull, the intended receiver, and the Apaches came about as close as you can come from intercepting a football without actually doing it. And the Aces will turn it over on downs, and the Apaches will go back on offense starting on the Hicksville 48-yard line. No, it looks like the Christopher's trying to track us down some halftime scores. Yep. Looks like the Rams are leading Edgerton early tonight. Apaches back on offense. Dropping back, Zedike puts the ball in the air, and I think it was caught. I think that was number 3. Yep. So Ollinger reels that one in at the 26-yard line for a fresh set of downs for the Apaches. Zedike drops back into the shotgun once again. Zedike takes off right up the field and finds a nice hole. Zedike still on his feet, stumbles a little bit, and finally falls down and is touched at about the 15-yard line. So back into the red zone for the Aces, or for the Apaches. And that'll be another first down for Fairview. Zedike again puts the ball in the air. He's got a man open. Touchdown. That's Ollinger again. Makes the grab in the end zone, and that puts the Apaches up now 28-0. Conversion point pending, or conversion attempt pending. It looks like early on the Pilots are leading the Wayne Trace Raiders tonight 8-0, and the Rams ahead of the Edgerton Bulldogs 10-0.
Yep, those are all halftime scores. I was unable to get the Archers.
Okay.
Score.
Zedike Ball in the air, caught, bobbled, and no good. Even if he had caught it, they brought him down short of the goal line. So the score remains 28-0. Aces can breathe a sigh of relief that holds off the running clock for the second half, at least by a couple points. And we'll get ready to get back into action, and the Aces will get the ball back one more time before halftime. Lean over and see how much time we got left in the half, Christopher, if you would, please.
2 minutes.
All right.
2:07 to be exact.
2:07. Like I said, where we're situated, I have to lean way, way out to see the scoreboard.
So that's first quarter?
Yeah, that's what this is. Central
So end of the first quarter, Paulding trails the Antwerp Archers. Archers up 16-0 after one. And here it's Fairview leading the Aces. 2 minutes to go till halftime, 28-0. Short kick, fielded at about the 24-yard line. And out to close to the 40. Returned by Camden Walter, number 22. So the Aces will get the ball first and 10. Looks like at their own 40-yard line. Chance to see if they can run their 2-minute drill here before halftime. Snap. Langham drawing back. Ball in the air. And picked off. Intercepted by number 13. Still on his feet. That's Jesse Kuhlman with the INT, and Kuhlman returns it out to the Fairview 47-48-yard line. So the Aces' offensive stand does not last long at all. One play and a turnover. Ball at the 48-yard line, and the Apaches back on offense.
The Apaches are going to have 1 minute and 47 seconds to work with, Bill, and counting.
Zedike, ball in the air. Off the hands of intended receiver and incomplete. That was number 15, Gavin Mead. 2nd and 10 for Fairview, and they're in no rush. The clock stops on the incomplete pass. Zedike again over the middle and incomplete. Garza the intended receiver, and that goes off his hands and hits the turf. 3rd down for Fairview. Zedike hangs on to it himself. William Zedike, first down yardage and more. Zedike across the 40, still on his feet. Zedike the 30, the 20, and they get him around the ankles at the 25-yard line. Zedike into the red zone again for the Apaches. Langham was the one that finally got him, and that was, again, they just tripped him up by his ankle. Down he went. 1st and 10, Fairview. Zedike again looking downfield. Over the middle. It's too easy, and that's a touchdown. Gavin Garza reels it in the end zone, and just like that, it's 34-0. Conversion attempt pending for the Apaches as they make that turnover, the interception burn. Not only do they go up by another touchdown, but they've also got past the 30-point differential threshold, so that means the Aces, on top of everything else, will be dealing with a running clock in the second half. They get the personnel that they need out there. They're going to just try to kick it this time. Their kicker, number 14, Cason Schooley. Schooley gets his foot into it, and he just gets it across the crossbar. I wasn't sure whether he made it or not, but he does. 35-0, 7-touchdown lead for the Apaches. So we get ready to head into the halftime here, but we still have a little time for the Aces to see if they can get something to happen here. They'll get the football back before halftime. And not that you want to hear it, but the Apaches will be getting the ball to start the third quarter after the half. So far things have not been breaking the Aces' way, and hopefully they'll be able to head into the halftime locker room and make some adjustments and get something going here for the second half. Again, they'll need to score a touchdown. One touchdown would reinstitute the standard clock. 6 points would just make it a 29-point differential. So, boy, if the Aces ever needed a run back into the end zone to take it to the house, this would be the time. Brant Langham, and I think Braden Dix is the other deep man. Or is that Garrett Turnbull? I can't tell if it's a 2 or a 3. Should have brought the binoculars.
I think I see 3 as well.
Nope, that's
I don't
number
know, but
7.
We'll find out shortly.
That's number 7. Austin Sanders. Up and caught it about the 25-yard line. Over, and they'll bring him down just shy of right around the 40, it looks like. Langham is the receiver, and Brant will get him out. We'll see where they officially mark it. And that's going to be at the 39-yard line of the Aces. Aces break huddle. Here we go. Snap. Quarterback keeper for Langham. Langham tries to turn the corner. He's going to get maybe a yard. Dropped at about the 40. That'll be 2nd and 9 for the Aces. Here's the snap. It's a high one. Quick handoff. That's Green. Green turns the corner. Green muscling out to about the 44-yard line. Tough carry for George Green. And they're going to give him forward progress to the 45. And that will be the end of the first half. So we've played the first 2 quarters, and at halftime, it's the Fairview Apaches leading the visiting Hicksville Aces here at the reservation, 35-0, the halftime score. We want to say a big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible here tonight, and that is APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. Located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, you can check out the solutions they have for business and industry. That's welding, powder coating, safety equipment, and so much more. And hey, they're looking to add to their workforce. You can check out the positions they have available online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Log on, see the many positions they have available. You can also fill out an application, upload your resume. They'd love to hear from you, and who knows, maybe you can become a part of the APT manufacturing family. I want to thank them so very much for their continued underwriting support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television throughout all of 2023. Our good friends Tony Nicewander and the whole gang at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and again online at aptmfg.com/careers. 35-0 Apaches. And we're going to switch off the headsets and go down to the field, bring you the halftime entertainment, and we'll be back with the second half action right here on HIX-TV.